What if I told you that one of the greatest basketball players in history was once considered too small to succeed, too weak, too ordinary, too easy to overlook? Before Stephen Curry changed the game forever, many experts believed he would never become an NBA superstar. But stay until the end, because the very reason people doubted him became the reason he transformed basketball and later inspired thousands of children to believe that impossible dreams are worth chasing. Once you hear the full story, you'll understand why Stephen Curry's greatest victory wasn't a three-point shot. Today, children everywhere imitate Stephen Curry. They practice impossible three-pointers. They wear his jersey. They dream of becoming the next Curry. But growing up, Stephen didn't look like a future basketball legend. He wasn't the tallest player. He wasn't the strongest. Even though his father had played in the NBA, Stephen quickly discovered that famous family names don't win games. Talent has to prove itself, again and again. And for years, almost nobody believed he had what it took. College recruiters looked at his size and moved on. Major basketball programs weren't interested. One rejection followed another. Most people would have accepted their limits. Stephen chose something different. He chose to outwork every doubt. With few opportunities available, Stephen accepted a scholarship from Davidson College, a small school that rarely attracted national attention. For many young athletes, that would have felt like settling. For Stephen, it became the beginning. While bigger schools chased bigger stars, he quietly transformed himself. Long before sunrise, he was already practicing. After teammates finished training, he kept shooting again and again, thousands of repetitions. Not because success was guaranteed, but because effort always was. Then came the moment that changed everything. The NCAA tournament. The world watched an undersized guard lead Davidson against basketball giants. Suddenly, the player everyone ignored became the player nobody could stop, and basketball would never look the same again. When Stephen Curry entered the NBA, many still doubted him. People questioned whether his style could work at the highest level. Then something extraordinary happened. He didn't adapt to basketball. Basketball adapted to him. The impossible became normal. Three-point shots from unbelievable distances, constant movement, unselfish teamwork, joy. Children stopped dreaming about dunking like giants. Now they dreamed about shooting like Stephen Curry. He didn't just win championships. He changed the way an entire generation understood the game. But perhaps his greatest transformation happened away from the arena. Success gave Stephen something far more valuable than trophies. It gave him influence. Together with his wife, Aisha, he helped create Eat, Learn, Play, a foundation dedicated to helping children and families through education, nutrition, and opportunities. Because Stephen never forgot what encouragement had meant to him. He knew confidence can begin with one caring adult, one good meal, one safe place to learn, one person who believes in you. The same boy who had once been overlooked was now helping thousands of children believe in themselves. That's a victory no scoreboard can ever measure. Years from now, someone will eventually break Stephen Curry's records. Championships will be won by new teams. Another generation of stars will emerge. That's how sports work. But somewhere, a child will still open a book because of a program he helped build. A family will still receive support. A dream will still survive because someone refused to give up on the next generation. That's why nobody believed in Stephen Curry. They were looking at his size. They never looked at his determination. And perhaps that's the lesson his life leaves us. Your greatest strength isn't what everyone can see. It's what you choose to build when everyone else has already decided you can't. If this story inspired you, you're exactly where you belong. Here on See Beyond the Spotlight, every week we uncover the hidden human side of the world's most inspiring people. Who should we discover next? Tell us in the comments. Your suggestion could become our next documentary. Every legend has a story. We uncover the one the world rarely sees.